what I want to speak to you about is, I know you need the price tomorrow, so I'm working back. Right, no dramas. Well, yeah, I'm going to start going through the quote now, and have a good night. See you, mate. Bye.
I'll quote them all. Send it to you, you pick what you want to do, and we'll go from there, right? Alright, bro. See you, mate. Bye.
Come a long way.
These were the days where it all began.
Watch me. Watch me.
Pretty much, I left school when I was 14, and my parents, they wouldn't let me leave unless I went into a trade, so I thought, you know what, become an electrician.
I was a carpenter. I was a chippy, so done my apprenticeship in carpentry. Done that for about 3 years. Got over it. I actually got fired, to be honest. Just because I was late to work. Just wasn't into it. And then I was jobless for like 2 days, and then I went into cabinet making for a bit, and then at that point I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
And I pretty much was an electrician for, I think, about 7 or 8 years. Got over it, was out. I pretty much gave it away. I was actually, believe it or not, I was a bum, man, like for 1 whole year. Yeah. Literally stayed at home, I didn't work, I had no income, I had nothing. Like, just literally was like I had a 1 year holiday. Obviously when I, as a young kid, used to graffiti a lot, chased by cops and all that stuff. But that was me back then, and yeah, believe it or not, yeah, with age, obviously we're partners now.
Pretty much my dad and his dad grew up together in business, you know, as well. So Vinnie, when he was born, I was born pretty much the same time, and we grew up together, you know.
I was talking to Age one day and I said,
Age, I got a cafe, you know, like, do you want to do a little mural?
Let's get paid to graffiti, mate. Like, we're good at it. Let's see if we can get a lot of commissions and start it. So I knew a few people in the council, and so did Age. We started doing a couple bits and pieces, and we're getting one job here, job there, and we're getting paid. Obviously, just anybody was seeing our stuff, and we started our Instagram. And then that's obviously after that we started our name, Vinage. Like Vinage, Vinage Customs, that's it. And we're actually running workshops with the councils. We're running workshops with kids. So, well, kids that were sort of like, didn't have a good upbringing, always on the streets, so the council ran a program, a graffiti art program that they paid for, and we were pretty much like teachers, and we've done that like literally every week, every night. Once a week we were at the council teaching graffiti, and at the end we done a big mural, you know. So we just pretty much done that, and then I went into like sort of more painted canvases, so we pretty much set my garage up at home, literally scrapped the whole garage and started like a little studio for the paint work and all that.
What are your thoughts about Vinnie?
Vinnie? What do I think about Vinnie? He's one of a kind, but he's the one that motivates me. He's the one that drives me. I bounce off him, and he probably bounces off me too, you know? It's all about trust. Trust, respect, loyalty. I trust him to make a call in the business without asking me, and he'll probably do the same thing for me. If I trust his judgment, mate, I trust him, so.
Most partnerships fail because one, the two directors of a company want to do the same thing and they butt heads. I want to do it my way, I want to do it my way, nah, that's wrong, I want to do it this way. So there's only so long that tension can go before someone breaks and throws in the bin, pretty much, you know. So with me and Age, he does what he's got to do, I do what I got to do. I trust him fully, he trusts me fully, and it just works. Like, I'm telling you, in 7 years, we've had 2 fights.
Yeah, so the fights we had were, one was in the garage. I'm like, Vinnie, you got to relax a bit, you know. He said, I got to relax. And he threw a plate at me. That was one big fight that we had. That sort of carried on for a bit. The other fight we had was in the office, I reckon, in here, where I just couldn't deal with him that day. Couldn't deal with him. I couldn't look at him. He's just fucking arrogant. No, he's just doing my head in. And yeah, it turned into a bit of a shit fight. I felt like throwing him out the window. So I thought I'd just bite my fist, and I walked out. I just went home and left him for the day, and come back next day like nothing happened, you know? And that's it, that's how you're gonna be.
And that's how we've always been. But then outside of work hours, we're best mates. Even though we're bloody with each other 24/7, on the weekends we do stuff together. Like brothers, mate, you know what I mean?
We were doing a cafe artwork mural. This was Cafe 53, the job was called.
And there was an interior mural and an external mural in their courtyard. And the people, the owners of the shop, come up to us and said, "Oh, do you know anyone that does signage?" We're like, "We do signage."
We didn't do it, but we took the punt. And that's when it was like, all right, how do we do this?
This is a big job, mate. Like, we don't know anything to do with this. I was painting one of my mate's trucks at the front of my house one day, and my next door neighbour came out. He goes, "Mate, I'm a sign writer." I'm like, "You're a sign writer? What the hell? Like, you live next door to me, mate." I didn't know this. Anyways, we ended up telling him what we got, and he's like, "Yeah, no worries." This first sign was like 8 meters long. It went from in my garage, literally like putting it together. It went from my garage out, down the driveway onto the street, and yeah, we installed whatever, and the owners go, "Fuck, this is amazing," you know, like. Then literally like an hour later, we were going back inside, like we're finishing the murals off, and 2 shops down, "Oh, can you do our signage?" Before you know it, within like 3 or 4 weeks, we'd done like 6 or 7 shops in that street. And then me and Age were sitting down one night in the garage, we're like, "Mate, that's it, we're opening a signage company, that's it, let's go for it." We pretty much said like, if we're gonna do this, man, like, we can't even move out of this garage. We're making signs in literally my front yard.
It was just becoming a joke. Like, we had tables sort of down the driveway, signs hanging on the road, people walking past, walking over the signs, and we're like, I think we need something, you know. So we've hunted around to find the right factory, and where we are today is where we started. So we moved in here and we're like, this is a big space. Yeah, we were a bit shocked, you know.
The first day we walked in, it looked like a hospital, mate. Everything was just bright white, and we were like, we gotta change this. And we ended up getting a few more workers, and then we actually put our first graphic designer on. I've become more of like getting the sales, like that's what I was good at. Yeah, and then obviously the company kept growing. We ended up renovating the whole of downstairs. We bought more machinery, and yeah, that's brings us to where we are today, man. Like, it's just, mate, what a journey. I got given the opportunity to do my first job for a builder called Hamilton Marino. My cousin was actually working there, put my name forward in the company, and they gave me an opportunity to quote. I'll never forget it, man. It was 18 levels high, mate, and every sign was individual stainless steel letters. We called everyone in. I had like 18 to 20 people at a stage, man. The one night I ended up in our office on the floor, man, having a mental breakdown. I was ready to call the builder and say, "Mate, I can't do this, man." But I knew if I'd done that, I would have been blacklisted, mate, in the commercial field, you know? You do something like that, your name travels very quick. So I ended up finding some balls, manning up, getting the job done. Job went smooth. Now I'm climbing the ranks, man. I'm starting to crack into tier 1 builders, you know? Which is like they're the top guys. So biggest challenge was overcoming stress and anxiety. Don't get me wrong, I still get it. Like, I still stress and anxiety, mate. Like, I even have got through most days, man.
Just dealing with obviously the problems that occur randomly that you need to deal with. You might be having the best day and all of a sudden one job will just ruin it. But stressing out about it makes it worse. Stressing everyone else about it makes it worse. You just gotta take a step back, think about it, approach it, how you're gonna fix the problem. But problems, like just random problems that happen during the day, man, it is what it is, yeah, you just gotta deal with it. Biggest milestones. Biggest milestone is taking the punt. Starting, obviously, Vinage from the garage, always knowing that where we want it to be, you know? Always setting the bar high, setting our goals and reaching that goal. But biggest milestone to this point right now is running a company with 20 staff, great clients, brand awareness that we've got today. I think is a great milestone to have, and just what we've brought Vinage to in the last 6-7 years. There's never the end of the road, like it's non-stop, mate, until we reach that where we're unstoppable, which we already are. Oh mate, I'm only getting started.
But you know what makes the difference, before I answer that question? Where a lot of companies fail this, there's companies that grow slowly and then get there over time, and then there's companies that grow at a rapid pace over such a short amount of time, but they fall. The way we've done it, we've grown a bit, we've built a solid foundation, we've made sure we're okay, and we go again. So every single time we've built that solid foundation. And right now, like literally where we are right now, we've built that solid foundation and we're ready to go again. So goals for the future, I'd have to say that keep doing what we're doing. I want to be the biggest signage company in Melbourne, mate, and I'm gonna do it. So adamant about that, because I know the hours we work. You know when you feel something? Yeah. And when you're pulling, mate, 18-hour days, when we're here working, I'm here working, that's my life. I don't care. And if no one likes that, there's a lot of jealous people out there, I don't care, mate. It doesn't bother me. I'll do what I want to do. Biggest advice for starting a business? Customer service. That is the #1 rule. And we train every single staff member that works for us. There's 3 main things with us, mate. Loyalty, respect, and customer service. Our staff must have that because they deal day to day with the customers as well, you know? And pretty much don't run too fast. The money you make, put back in your business to make more money.
Through your business career, who has been the #1 person that you looked up to?
I'd probably say, fuck, this brings a tear to my eye, mate. Give me a sec. Fuck. Yeah, as I was saying, back to mentor would have to be my old man. He's built multiple businesses along his years, and he's obviously become successful. And he's always guided me in age from the very start.
When we need a bit of advice, he's always there. He just gives us the best advice as a businessman, you know, which we respect, you know, and I respect that of him.
Which is very important, having that person behind you. He's let us go, he's let us make mistakes so we learn. And he's sort of in the background, just overlooking everything, which is good. So I'm very privileged that we've had that, you know. So
as well as my parents also, you know, like they're always giving me a little direction, tips here and there on how to succeed. My biggest motivator every day, myself. Myself, I drive myself to motivate myself, and what motivates me to get up every day is to succeed in life. I don't want to be a failure. I want to one day when I have kids succeed and make sure they have a good life. My fiance, soon to be wife, that I was meant to get married, but you know, due to COVID didn't happen. You know, have a comfortable life for my family one day that I have.
100% my kids, my wife. Definitely just want to give my family a good life, especially my kids. And one day, I hope they can take over the business with Age's kids when he has kids. We've always said that we'll never sell the company. Mate, it's family owned. The company's our baby, mate. We've grown it from the bottom to the top. Yeah.
Any regrets? I wish I didn't do this when I was 18. If I'd done this when I started, like when I just turned 18, but then in saying that, I probably wouldn't have my younger days that made me who I am today, you know? So I got no regrets.
Regrets? Not really, man. Nah, no regrets, mate. You know why I say that? Because every bad decision or every thing that we've tried, and if we have failed, we've learned from it and moved on. And we've now haven't made that same mistake again. You be in business, mate, you're gonna fail. Like, that's straight out here. It's how you revolve from that and move forward.
How do you feel with everything you built?
How do I feel? I feel good. I'm not happy yet.
We're only getting started, mate. Yeah, every day's a new day.
Because every single staff member, the team's right. I just feel good, man. Like from where we first started to now, it feels good. But not happy yet. Not happy yet.
And I do not need your help. I was born to show, not tell. I don't ever doubt myself. I can count on no one else. And I do not need your help. I was told to show, not tell.
So watch me